So I talked to a friend of mine that I've had for years and years, and her supposed husband, which apparently turns out they never were actually married, was blocking all calls and texts from her friends and family. Which is interesting because sometimes I would text her and then I would know that wasn't her talking. It was just kind of odd, and I'd be like, is this her or you? And then he would admit it was him. But I sent her an emergency message way back when I was scared I was going to lose the house because the landlord was trying to illegally evict me. And she never responded, and then I sent another message about a month later, called a few times, no answer, not many replies at all, and then all of a sudden the one reply was like, so what, or something. And I was like, whoa. And this is a person I helped really a lot for many, many years. Because, you know, the family was very kind to me. And when I would travel, you know, I would stay with them and stuff. I had my own keys to every house they ever had. And it's kind of interesting because she told me last night that she had got corona, and life was so bad with this so-called husband that she's been with for years that she had considered seriousseriously was going to do it, was going to go out and crash her car with her in it. That really hurts me, because this is one of the hardest working people I've probably ever known in my lifetime. And she's one of those kind of people, when you go to her work, she's just like something out of a storybook. She's just like the primo employee, always smiling, cheerful, and everybody's just in love with her when she waits on you, no matter what she does, no matter what kind of job. And she's been in management positions like the last 10 years, and for crappy companies that don't really totally appreciate her. And I know the one that she had left is really missing her. But now she's a GM, which is super neat. But she said that after she got sick, that it damaged her, and she has to, I forget what she called it, she actually has a so-called illness that she has to be chemically maintained to stay happy. And which is strange, because she's just always pretty much a happy person. She doesn't put up with crap, and she's just her own kind of person, and if things are rough, she always makes her own change. But I guess this guy just kind of smothered her through the years. Now, I've listened to everybody talk and poop about that guy, that he was just a piece of caca, and he would never work, and it was a bunch of lies, and, you know, hi, how you doing there? And, it's sad. But she was working and paying the way, you know, and buying this guy race cars and everything else. And everybody else is like, this guy's a loser, piece of crap. I can't believe she's with him, and she pays for everything. And it's like, wow. So I said, well, I'm boondocking and homeless. Because she's like, where have you been? And I was like, why would you care? Because you were pretty snotty to me the last message that I sent you, and I tried to call you. You know, this is what I'm thinking. Like, really, you care? And, you know, I don't like to hate people. I do check up on folks here and there, and, you know, even if there were problems in the past, I try to, you know, override that, because friendship is so important, and especially somebody you've known for a long time. And then, you know, you think about them and you worry about them, especially with the pandemic. So many people have been affected and died and lost their homes, their jobs, and all kinds of stuff. So, you know, and I'm seeing so much sadness with people that are living in storages, people that are living in their cars, and the people that don't even have a car, you know. So, I was kind of surprised when she was like, so where the hell have you been? You know, which that term from her would be like, I can't believe that you haven't, you know, called me or something, because I know the kind of person she is. And I thought, I've called you so many times and texted you, and I said, the last time that I texted you, I told you for the second time that I was homeless and boondocking, and you made a snotty comment, and that was it. And she's like, that wasn't me. I'm so over these people that their boyfriends, spouses, whatever, control their lives so much that they control their phones and their social medias and everything else. I'm not real big on social media. It's too much drama. But I'm good friends with her ex-husband, and for many years too. And I talk to him, I don't know, about once a year. I say hi, and it's always some bullcrap drama. But he's kind of a smooth cat. He's retired now, and he's just like, well, whatever, haha. You know, he's just done. He's gonna watch the world go by and pray that maybe he can get a girlfriend one day, you know, because he was married a lot of his life. But interesting. So the guy that she's with, that was her so-called husband, tossed her out last night. Now, she's the breadwinner. She's the only one that works. She pays for everything. They've been buying some property for several years here, and she's been paying all that and everything else. And, oh my gosh. And then also the guy's brother or friend or something moved into a shed out there on the property, and he doesn't pay poop and all that, and she pays for that too. I mean, it's just kind of an interesting situation. But the dude threw her out yesterday, and you would never believe where she went. And I'll tell you all about that in another vlog. It's kind of interesting because I don't know, it kind of puts a turn on everything, and I'm thinking that maybe after so much time has transpired and everybody's older, that maybe she could bring her life back to where it was once upon a time and be truly happy. I don't know. I don't know if this temporary thing, the guy that she's been with for several years is, I don't, they say I know him, and I don't know. I'd have to see the guy to know that. But they say I know him, and but know, the name kind of sounds familiar. I just don't know. I guess I'd have to see him. But I've never seen him. And, I don't, the guy's just, I think he's kind of creepy. And people that are, you know, kind of in the negative and the losing, will abuse people near them to, I guess, feel better before they can consider fixing themselves. And sometimes it can get real dangerous. I just hope that she's not in danger, because she actually did what he said. And I hope that she can truly get loose from this joker. Because me too, back in the darkness and the shadows, from what I've been told by several people, and the stories all kind of match, it's kind of concerns me that maybe everybody's speaking true. So, I'm afraid of that. You know, I hate to judge anybody when I don't know them and I've never talked to them that I think of. Maybe I know them. Maybe I've known them for years. Hell, I don't know. But, I just really hope that for the both of them, that things work out okay. I hope that she'll be safe and that nothing crazy happens. Because if she can truly escape on this one deal, I think it'd be so much better for her. And she's like going, yeah, I'll still pay, you know, for him and everything. I'm like, why? The hell with that joker. Stop paying everybody's way. And I've done it for years helping people. I did it for her. I did it for her. I can't even tell you how much money I had spent. And she only asked me about once for money. And that was a very, very poor situation. But we still stayed friends. But all the other times I offered, I mean, I would come in town and I'd be going, man, I'd look at her car and I'd see the tires were damn bald. You know, and I'd say, look, I need you to take me to Walmart. And I had to, her car was always so bad, I literally would have to take the trash can and drag it over the car when I get in town to empty like the 1 foot deep of crap in the floors before I would even get in that sucker. I just can't. Have you ever gotten a car like that when the people have crap piled to your knees? Like, just get in, and it's like, you know, I don't want to mess anything up here, you know. And you open the door and crap's falling out the door, and you're picking it up, and it looks like trash to you, and you know, oh God. And so we went in town, and I told her to pull up an auto because I like to go through the, you know, auto and run in and get what I need and get out. I went in there and I got a tech, and I brought him out to the car, and I said, tell me how much it'll be to pick tires on this car. And she just looked at me like, what the hell are you doing now? But she knew. I mean, whenever I came in town, or, you know, I saw something needed to be done, I just did it because I had the money. And I made a huge amount of money for years, you know, in this area. And I was very grateful to her and her husband, you know. They're like family. And so I got the tag, and I told her, I said, we're putting tires on this car. She goes, no way. I'm like, well, yeah. She said, no, it's okay. I'm like, no, you just don't ride on it because it's got a little bit of rubber on there. And I said, there's no tread left. I said, you got kids. I said, so just stop. Go in the store or something. I said, give the man your keys. She's like, no, you really don't have to. I said, I know I don't. Give him your keys. And So I had him put tires on the car all the way around. The whole deal. Gave her the receipt to keep it in case she had problems. Paid for the warranty on every tire. You know, and every time I come in town, I would do that. And then I would do it as long as I stayed. I would do different stuff like, so, where's your electric bill? You know? So, where's your water bill? And, hell, this girl would cook for me. I would be late to work. She'd be going, I hope you're not going to leave real soon because I'm cooking dinner. And I'd go, well, I was just heading out the door. And she was like, oh, no, you're not. And I was going, oh, God. And I mean, I'm losing $100 an hour, you know. But friendship is worth so much more. And she's like, really good cook. I'm going to tell you what. This girl could cook. And her husband was a so-so cook. A great dad. Really great dad. But, yeah, so I did it over and over and over again. I did it when they needed it. I did it when they didn't need it. I did it because it was my thank you. You know? Because, I mean, I always had a key. No matter where they lived, I always had a key. And so, I mean, I didn't have to pay hotels. You know, I mean, they would call me and go, where you been? When are you coming down? You know? And I would come down from Memphis, you know, and that would work. I had one daughter that was very sick for a lot of years, and I had no choice but to be on the road, or I'd just sit at home and cry looking at the corner walls. And I couldn't do that. I was just floating into a really bad place. And I'm just not that kind of person. I love life, I love people, and I love to make people laugh when they're crying. I love to, you know, spread happiness. And it's really hard on me to get anything close to low because it's just not me, you know. So, I've always tried to be kind and helpful to people. But, interesting turn, I say. So, I was hoping to meet up with her this morning, but she was running late. She did invite me out, and that was really super neat. Yes, she's flaming pissed now because that guy had mentioned the message but said it was one of her kids playing games, and it wasn't. It was me. So now I know she will be super hot, flaming pissed. But be careful if you're in a situation where the guy is, or the girl is giving you orders to write your family off, to write your friends off, and that's because they're so damn insecure. They're afraid. They think you're a flight risk. They're afraid that you might run away. And you know what? That might be the best thing you could ever do. Don't ever let somebody destroy your life like that and try to control you. That's why we're all born a little different. We all look a little different. We all think a little different. We've all grown up and gone to different schools and experienced different countries and states and people. And that's, you know, that variety is the spice of life. But don't waste, I'm serious, every hour of the day, every minute of the day, every day of your life, don't waste any of it because the time flies so fast. You would never believe it. I mean, it seems like yesterday when I was just 11 or 12 and I could just go down and get on the boat and go sailing for the day. And just enjoy the ocean. That's my peace. I grew up with it. I grew up with it in the seat of my pants. That's what a real sailor is. You always know who a real sailor is because they're not afraid to get the seat of their pants soaked by salt water. It's just part of life, you know. So, yeah, don't let anybody control you like that. You're an individual person on your own. I had a husband like that. Franklin would do stuff like that and tell me I didn't have a friend in the world and all kinds of weird stuff. And people would tell me, you need to get away from him. And I'm like, why? You know, I fought for that marriage. I fought for that. The only problem is that I worked more than the 50% to do it. And when you have to work that hard, it's not worth it. If that other side is not working hard enough, it's not worth keeping it. It's too much work, it's too much stress, and you're wasting every single day on something that's not worth it. I wished I would have known, you know? So, I had a much better day last night. I had such a hard day yesterday. And this week's been a bit rough, but I finally was in a cooler spot. Yay. I actually used a blanket. It got a little chilly. And that was better for me because I knew I was going to wake up in the morning. Because the heat just got really bad where I normally go. And the places that I normally go to, and it's not even the height of the heat, you know, of the year. That's the biggest problem. It's just beginning. So, yeah, don't let anybody interrupt your life. Every day is so important. Anybody that wants you to write your family off completely, every single person. I mean, there's something really wrong with that. You know, there has to be a really good, valid reason, but you have to be careful because blood is thicker than water. And you start writing off people, like all of them, because somebody gives you orders to do so. That's just because they're so damn insecure. They're too scared you'll run away. And that's the first thing you should do is get away from it. You are a human. You have value all on your own. And you need to see that value. Don't let anybody take that away from you. You gotta love life. You gotta live life. And really, I think bottom line, in order to do that, is you've gotta really make an effort to be kind to others and love others. Do something kind for a stranger. Show the love. And too much of a good thing is wonderful. We'll take a whole bunch of that. So I strive for that every single day. And life is so much more peaceful that way. So I hope you have a wonderful and terrific day. And a blessed day, okay? Love ya.